Yep, this sure is a planet that has rocks on it. And cattails.
Okay, that looks nothing like
Incredible.
the episode.
The
No.
plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No, not a match.
Oh.
Is it in the pit?
Oh, it's red now, even though it's supposed to be
Psychometric.
green whenever it's
And
something you
it's
can interact
creating
with
an
your
illusion as
tricorder.
well.
Based on the data we have so far,
Only one thing left to do.
Let's shoot it.
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Then the planet just explodes.
Amazing.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plans.
The doctor's shoes are in the ground.
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools.
It's curious that they
In another
made
time,
him look like
I
this,
would have
given that
destroyed you and your ship
it doesn't really
simply
look like
for
the
setting
dude
foot
from
in
the
this
episode.
place. Fortunately for you,
Though the dude from the
that
episode
time
looks
has
kind of like
passed.
Palpatine, so I guess that kind of makes sense.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
He looks like a
Come a
character
long way
from
to-
Dune.
Guardian.
Yeah,
I am
kinda.
guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone. for
It's the
so
Collector.
long.
That's the vibes I'm getting
If it is
from
true.
Guardians.
Yes,
How
that's
did they
it.
return?
Oh, man.
Draconian technology made it possible to enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame.
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs
They thought the
that
final
lesser
season of
life forms should
Game of
serve
Thrones was
vessels
really
to
good.
ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
There is a war looming that could engulf the Quadrant. We want you to help us bring about peace before it gets to that point.
Peace always comes at a cost.
I do like this little
They have
touch
an
here
incredibly
where, like,
powerful energy
we go
source
and
they
find
call
an
the
actual
Takan.
Takan, and he's like, those guys were weird cultists. They're not really,
And they've used
they
it
don't
as a
represent
weapon
what
against
we were
us.
doing.
I will speak with you alone.
Ah,
What are you...
Welcome to a pocket dimension I like to call Ticonderosa.
Where are you? Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them.
oh, is it a steakhouse or
It's a steak.
a TV
it's
show?
literally, it's a steak.
Try the onion bloom.
Deep into myself. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydick.
How long have you been sitting on that?
I'm just trying to riff it because we're kind of out of things to talk about. Also, he's a very silly character, so he's fun to make fun of. I mean, I see what they're doing here, trying to tie the crystals on that planet to the crystals on the ship.
A remnants
Yeah.
of fallen civilizations.
If you turn his staff around, it becomes a mage staff.
Undying.
It's got a nice little blade at the end of it.
Yeah,
You
like
can
do your like
Yeah.
your acrobatic stuff where you swing the staff around and stab people with it.
Yep.
Beyond their
Is it a halberd?
comprehend.
Halberd? Whatever.
You might realize, in that we accept the inevitability of loss.
I mean, maybe.
Only
I
you
don't
understood the
know what's
glory
supposed
of
to
the
be
Empire's power.
used as a weapon, but though I do very much like the idea of this dude whose entire purpose is to act as like an immortal guardian of the borders of Tikhon space, and the means by which he does that is to just like beam people down to the
Why
planet
spend
and
your
hit them with
days
his
away
staff.
from your own people when so few
One at a
remain?
time.
Why live your life working for this federation to which the Cobliard do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense.
I mean,
By my
Do they
logic.
help
only-
us? Do we believe in the principles, or did we not want to wait out our days doing nothing?
Aren't we only half Kobliad?
Yeah, we are half human, so
Like, I feel like that's a little bit of human erasure, but okay.
it's not the first time Star Trek has done this, as we've mentioned before. Let's go with I believe in the principles.
The Federation isn't an authority to be obeyed. At its heart, it's a set of principles meant to ensure the survival and safety of all species, regardless of their origin.
I don't know if the Borg or Cardassians would agree with that, but
You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
Why is he teleporting around? I want to see you run to catch up to me before we continue our conversation. Maybe just like 500,000 years, you get bored, you like to teleport around a lot,
To be
screw with
chosen
people.
as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Tikhon Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people. A betrayal of my oath, and
they're not really your people.
everything I vowed to protect.
So they're killing to come back.
I would go with they're not really your people. They're bioformed imposters, but
Yeah, agreed.
All right.
These aren't the Tikhon you knew. They're a facsimile. They're imposters. And they
They're
tarnish the
imposter.
Tikhon name.
We faced these questions in my time as well. What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Tikhon plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Tikhonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration.
Yeah, bioforming's
You
wrong,
may
brah.
have more to gain than to lose.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Tikhon did not use bioforming on a large scale.
The story does benefit from the fact that,
Using
like,
it would not have
the
been
Tikhon
safe.
show up in exactly one episode and have never really been expanded upon.
I'm curious.
It
to
does
see
feel like a
if
smart
Scion
tactical choice.
masquerading as true Tikhon. So
I feel
will
like
go
Give you
with
the
these
room
Chris-
to kind of.
and we shall find them.
Go ahead.
But when we do,
Oh no, I was gonna just
I will
say
judge them
something flippant,
myself.
so go ahead.
as guardian of the Tikhon,
We like flipping here.
to
We're here
Understand
for
their
it.
true intentions.
I was gonna say, with all these fucking crystals and the scions of the Seventh Dawn, it really feels like whoever made this
It's
game really
certainly your
loved
right
Final
to make your
Fantasy a
own
lot.
decisions.
Just love Final Fantasy.
Very well.
Star Trek: The Next Generation prefigured Final Fantasy 14.
But this fucking game did it.
Commander.
Did they have scions then?
Hold your fire. I'm all right.
No, they did not have
He's coming with
scions in
us.
the original episode, so...
Scions are definitely a thing in Final Fantasy.
She's perfectly fine. Now then.
I like the idea that this is actually a stealth Final Fantasy
right.
crossover, and even
Oh my
Square
God.
Enix doesn't know about it.
Do
You get a
have
special
any
mount?
equipment or
Yes.
tools?
So this guy be a lancer.
Yeah, sure.
Whoa.
This is all I need.
It's the power
Fuck,
glove.
he's got the power glove.
It's all coming full circle.
God.
Yeah, but we were talking about that before the episode started. They don't know the context of the fact that we spent 15 minutes talking about the wizard before we started recording.
That's my bad.
This is like the action music in the game, and
Redundancy.
there's something
One
very
goes down in
goofy
battle,
about it.
you can still
It's
this more
just a
difficult
cat
now.
pressing the same note on the trumpet piano over and over again.
offline.
It really feels like that.
Where are the
Dun
engine
dun dun
schematics?
dun 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 dun.
Soldiers, not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
You're in good hands. We can do
They've
this.
got Allstate.
I trust that you can.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
Let me guess, we're gonna have to hold up our PKE meter and wiggle it.
Actually, I think that is part of what we're about to do.
Dealing with.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I've heard of alphas and
So-
betas and deltas. I've never heard of the gammas. Can you be a gamma male?
According to the song with the skibbity toilet stuff, you can be Sigma.
Ooh.
I hate that my wife and I had to look up the lyrics to that whole TikTok song. I do like that Gen Alpha is making Gen Z mad. As a indifferent millennial, this has been fun.
Yes. Yes. We never had a secondary title, I feel. It was just Millennium.
Really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Otari space.
No ship
AKA
can run for
those
very
damn
long like
kids.
that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few
I
things.
feel so I'm torn on this because on one hand I like the idea that a very different society than ours that isn't motivated purely by capitalism has 4 hearts, so they build 4 warp cores in every ship. It feels symbolic and meaningful, and I think that's really cool. But also just from an engineering perspective, I feel if one of your warp cores goes explodey, having 4 cores next to each other is just a recipe for disaster.
So the question is,
I mean,
That's why the Ferengi should be the ones designing everything. They are capitalism focused.
the reactor coolant system is operating at emergency.
extremely technically
It's just
competent
barely keeping the
Ferengi.
temperature in check.
The most. They don't ever cut corners. Never. They promise never.
No.
Reactor breach imminent.
They told us that they don't cut corners, and we believe them.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection.
A lot of stuff is made in Star Trek about warp core breaches, but
Cease matter,
a
antimatter
ship
flow,
carries
override.
all of the
Emergency
antimatter
warp core
fuel that it's going to
Computer control.
use on it. So
Even
it wouldn't
command
really
functions
matter
might
if
override
one
one of the
warp
most
core
crucial
exploded
safety
or all of them did, because
Holocaust
all of that
select.
antimatter is going to go up, right? So
Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it.
Is there no such thing as like a
So we need to
warp core
increase
meltdown
the
as opposed to an explosion?
If we destroy the coolant regulators.
I mean, it's not like a
Won't be anything to keep
nuclear
this
reactor.
reaction
It's
from
just a
going
thing that shoves matter and antimatter
Let's kill
together
these
and then
suckers
harnesses
open.
the resulting
take one.
energy. So I don't know how you would melt down a
Second
core
you
like
two
that.
start dumping cores, the Tikan will
Like
know
when a
that
when a nuclear reactor melts down, it's because the reactor fuel is literally melting.
we will have to make a stand.
Start thinking about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
You know, well, I won't say that. That's weird.
Okay.
Now you have
Would you like to say something else?
No, I forgot what I was going to say. Let's move on.
Don't let him off the
We might
hook.
not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
So are we literally about to shoot coolant with phasers?
Yeah.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom.
My dad was a trucker, and he had a book that told him things that you should do as a trucker and things you should not do as a trucker, and I think that may be one of them
That certainly
that you should not do.
Do not phaser your truck reactor's coolant veins.
But the coolant regulator
Yes.
has to be somewhere.
I thought I accidentally pushed the fire button and it started going, but no, okay. Decided this is much better than making you aim at the sides of this panel. Doesn't this seem like fun to you guys? Fuck.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
It looks like an old-timey light bulb.
Warp core output at critical
sort of
level.
fuse.
Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely.
I like that all of the language on the machine is in some foreign alien language, but the ejecting core AI is speaking very clear English.
I mean, wouldn't the Universal Translator work on that? So they can just...
The babblefish
know
in
what
your
it
little
is.
ear. Everybody gets
Yeah.
a babblefish.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta.
If you act out, you get a Duolingo instead.
Oh no, the owl. Okay, here's a fun fact. Did you know that... Okay, so the Jeffries tubes are named by the actual real-life person in our universe, Matt Jeffries, who created them.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
they started calling them Jeffrey tubes in the fucking show. And so they had to create a fictional Jeffries to be the person that invented the fucking tubes. And it's not Matt Jeffries. It's this guy named Frederick Jeffries. They just
Wait,
invented
that's actually
the guy.
a thing?
Yes. Because they call it the fucking Jeffries tubes.
Still the best part of this video game. Like, I know the tongue-in-cheek thing they would do is
We just gotta.
put all the producers and like production staff on the dedication plaques of like the Enterprise and Voyager and whatever. So you get like, oh, Admiral Rick Berman was part of the design, team for the Enterprise. Did you think better of that, or did you just cut off?
I thought
right
better. Fuck
there?
you. I thought better. Fuck you. I hate that you know what I was doing. And I
Hamster
hate that you
is
called me out.
censoring himself.
God damn it.
Hamster is censored on YouTube.
What? I didn't even get up.
Go! Finish!
Oh yeah, crash walk. These don't look like they provide any fucking cover. Like, what the hell?
I need to do that in the gym. Next time I do my gym workout, I'm gonna try that and see how it works out for me.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the
I do regular squats, but I've ever done fucking video game crouch walk? No.
Yeah, where's the Ring Fit Adventure setting to do courses crouch walking instead of jogging?
Do you have like a grenade or something? Some kind of...
No, I am blowing up the barrels, but they take a second to explode, so...
They should really get Star Trek better guns. I feel like their guns could be improved.
Right?
Just get them, just, you know what? Better guns.
Except, like... The new guns, the new phasers they have are just fucking Star Wars blasters, so...
Yeah, but like,
Which I'm not.
just get Mass Effect guns, you know? At least a sniper rifle.
Oh god, Mumbles, I'm so sorry, but... There was an episode of Deep Space Nine about a sniper rifle that fired bullets.
You got another way out of here?
Cool!
And they attach transporter tags to the bullets.
I
so
know
they
I
can
need to
beam
watch
the
Deep
bullets.
Space Nine, everybody who's watching, including my brother. I know.
Itasca, can you climb?
Yeah, you look
I'll
fine.
see you on the parade grounds of Surella, my friend.
And all those people we rescued are now screwed again. It's just us. Why are they doing the shaky cam? You don't need to do that. It's a video
For
game.
action.
You want me? I'm right here.
Should have given her a grenade. But then I guess we don't have grenades, do we?
Could have given her, like, a solid thumbs up.
Oh, you did a salute.
Not you, too.
Calm yourself, child. It will all be better soon.
She got neck beamed.
I know it's a crystal, and so it's meant to be, like, polygonal, but it really looks like an item from a video game from, like, the 90s.
Yeah, a bit.
Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
Okay, the lighting here is really good. When did we get good lighting?
Yeah, what the hell?
I want to remember every
Like, I love how moody this is. Like, sincerely, that looks really awesome.
But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me
Yeah,
in
like
this.
How about we try
the
to save
effect
her?
that was very common in the original series where they had like a face light. Do we want to say there's still hope? We'll avenge?
There's no hope.
I swear, we will make them pay for it.
Oh, that lighting was so good. Well, no, seriously, like, if the rest of the episode... I mean, because you're already talking about a video game where, like, all of the camera positions are pre-baked, right? Aside from when we're walking around in 3D. There's no reason that every shot in this... I mean, they don't have to have that exact lighting, but couldn't look pretty in that way.
Yeah,
Like,
come on,
obviously-
game developers. Get off your lazy butts. Put in some good lighting.
There's so little I can tell you.
Obviously, on an Enterprise ship, you're going to have the even TV lighting, because that's just... is what it is, but...
I can only assume this is one of your...
Actually, I've seen shots of, like, the newer series that are on Paramount Plus or whatever, and turning,
Oh, the
like,
lighting
mood
is
lighting
so
on,
moody. Yeah.
it's so weird to see Star Trek lit like that.
Primarily a research vessel.
Yeah.
One of the shows has like a fire pit in the commander's bedroom. It's fucking wild.
To hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
I know that's Strange New Worlds, but now that I think about it, I think there was one in another of the new series. Like maybe Discovery had something like that.
Well, Discovery's Bridge, isn't it? Isn't it really?
Something wrong.
Or maybe it's Picard. One of the two.
No,
has,
yeah,
like,
Discovery's
this really...
entire like lighting scheme is
Days of the Tekon Empire.
dark.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly join the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
I mean, your downfall is that you didn't move your star before it went supernova, even though you totally could have, so...
I still don't understand that part of it. Like, that's something that's a very Star Trek concept that I don't understand.
Interesting.
You will have...
move stars?
I'd be curious.
Well, no, you would have
one of these Vulcans.
empires that span multiple planets across multiple solar systems, but the star on the home planet goes supernova and kills the home planet, and then the civilization just stops.
Galvan.
Yeah.
I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in.
Yeah, we did it!
Given this,
We did the joke about someone who doesn't understand
I won't
slang.
be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent.
Solano's gonna flip when he hears this.
I'll see you on the bridge.